Dear students, today I will take one of the important characters of Arthur Miller, Joe Keller, who appears in the play All My Sons. He is the protagonist of the play, and all major incidents revolves around his life. Joe Keller is not a well-educated man, but possesses a solid common sense. He has a good sense of humor, a social and amiable man, a good husband, as well as a good father, a loving father. When the play opens, he is described as a well-built man nearing the age of 60. He is a businessman and he has running a business for last many years. But still, his appearance shows that he is a workman working in a factory, then a boss at the same place. It means that he is dedicated to his work. He is not like other bosses who just command. He wants to do work, then a boss at the same factory. He is interested in the newspaper as well, but only in wanted advertisements. He wants to know what people want. And to his surprise, he come across to an advertisement and he discusses this advertisement with Frank, and it is it is surprising that he says that there is a fellow who wants a couple of Newfoundland dogs, and there is another fellow who wants old dictionaries. He is quite surprised why a man wants old dictionaries. Thus, we find that Keller is a man who takes only a common sense view of things. He does not know anything about book collecting as a hobby. That means he is a pure workman, dedicated to his work, not focusing on other aspects of life. So he has a common sense view of things. Keller has a strong sense of humor. He does not seem to be the kind of man who would worry about things. He wants to enjoy life. His wife, Kate, says that whenever Keller feels worried, he falls asleep. This is the best method to avoid reality, to escape reality. If you want to escape reality, you just sleep. To Keller here, she says that whenever he feels worried about anything, he falls asleep. This suggests that he wants to enjoy life. He does not want to put extra pressure on him. So whenever there is something, he falls asleep to forget that, to avoid that. He can even play games with children. He has friends. He has a friend, a boy. For instance, he has given an impression that he is having a jail in his basement, and he has appointed Bert as a policeman who has to keep a watch on the activities of mischievous persons in the locality and to report him. Later we find more evidence of his humor. For instance, when Annie remarks that Frank is becoming bald, Keller says that Frank is losing his hair because of his heavy sense of responsibility. Then he goes on to say that without Frank, even the stars would not know when to appear in the sky. This is definitely a humorous reply. When Frank speaks admiringly of Annie's look, when Frank admires Annie's look, he mischievously asks Frank to beware and not to show any interest in Annie because you are a married man. And when Keller finds, at another time, when Keller finds Annie and Chris are getting amorous or getting physically close, he says that he jokingly says that he did not know that it was a day of celebration of some kind, and he then asked that where are the hot dogs which are to be served to the guest of this celebration. So he just cracks some jokes. He just he shows his certain witty replies that makes everybody happier. That sometimes it creates laughter. It shows that he is a very social as well as amiable man. He has a friend, a child, a boy. He has a friend, and he is appointed, and he is given a false impression that he is having a prison. So this all his activities suggest that he is a man who just enjoy life. Apart from that, he is a loving husband as well. Killer is a loving husband who feels about his wife. When he finds that, in the beginning of the play, we find that there is an apple tree who is broken down. So when he finds that the apple tree is laying broken, he feels worried about his wife. What would be her reaction? Because that tree was the emblem that Larry is still alive. But now the tree is broken down, so the fate of his wife now got damaged. Now it is shaking. So what she would feel, what would be her reaction? So he feel worried about that. And moreover, it gives him to think that she had come out and seen the brook. And moreover, it grieves him to think that his wife has not been able to forget the sad news which has been received 3 years ago about Larry's death. So he grieves it. He grieves that his wife is still not able to forget the news that the Larry is gone now. One of his son, Larry, is gone now. So he feel grieves. He shows his empathy with her wife, with his wife. Okay. When Chris suggests that they should try to drive out from Kate's mind the notion that Larry is still alive, Killer asks how they would be able to accomplish that purpose. Killer says that it is simply impossible for them to drive out this idea from Kate's mind because they cannot prove to her that Larry is dead. So, in other words, we can say that Keller does not want to do anything which would upset Kate. He tries to keep his wife in a state of good humor and would not even like to drive out the false idea that Larry is gone now. So he just want that let her believe in that and let her enjoy her life. He does not want to disturb her. So this suggests that he is a loving husband. He is not a loving husband, but he is a loving father as well. How? Joe Killer is a loving father too. He is deeply attached to Chris. When Annie asks that what you had earned, he says that Chris is my only accomplishment. He loved Larry too, because when Larry says that, when he comes to know that Larry was quite upset because of supplying cylinder heads, the defective cylinder heads, so he admits that in Larry's eyes, all the air pilots flying in P-40s were his sons, just as Larry was his son. And he says to Chris that whatever I had done, it is for you, my boy. It is for my family. So it suggests that he loves Larry as well as he loves Chris a lot. So he is a loving father. But apart from these good qualities, he commits a crime. And punishment, definitely he suffers the punishment. With all his excellent qualities, Joe Keller carries a stigma which ultimately proves his undoings. He had cheated the army authorities by supplying defective cylinder heads, as well as he has cheated his friend Steve Devier by holding him responsible. So this is the two crime he commits. He has cheated the army authorities, as well as he has cheated his friend Steve Devier. In reality, Steve Devier was not responsible. He himself was responsible. He gives his consent that Steve Devier, you should supply the defective cylinder heads after getting it welded. But in court, he says that I was ill at that time, so I was unable to go factory. So all responsibility is on Steve Devier, and Steve Devier is responsible for all. So this is his crime. he cheats his husband. He cheats his friend. So later on, talking to Chris and Annie about what had happened, he tells them the lie that Annie's father has dispatched the defective cylinder heads to the army authorities on his own responsibilities because he had been receiving urgent messages from them to supply the cylinder heads. The Skeller tries to dupe Annie as well as Chris, his son, uh, by giving a false account of the happenings. So he again tries to dupe Annie and his son by giving a false account of happening that it was quite urgent, so we have to supply, and he supplied. He even assures Chris that the money which he gives to Chris is a good money and he should not have any apprehension about it. That means he should not have any doubt that this is a bad money, this is the black money I am earning, this is pure money, and I have no fault in supplying. I have no fault with Steve Devier, and it is Steve Devier who was the only responsible person. So he tried to convince Chris that this is the pure money I am giving you, so you should not have any apprehension regarding that money. I am not responsible. Only my friend was responsible in that. So he dupes and he tells a lie. In reality, as we know later on, that he himself was responsible. And later on, he says that when Annie's father is released from prison, he promises that when Annie's father is released from prison, he would gladly provide him a well paid job because he does not believe in crucifying people, as well as he says that he would support Annie's brother George in getting a good job from my influence. So actually, of course, he is at pains to cover his guilt. So he is giving so many offers to Annie, to George. Why he is giving these? To the reality, the result, and the purpose is that he is at pains to cover his guilt. He wants to hide his guilt. But when his guilt open, when his secret comes, when his secrets become open, what is his reaction? He says that whatever he has done, he did for his family. He did for my son Chris, as well as for my son Larry. Though, for unfortunately, he is gone now. He is dead now. So he says that if he had withheld the defective cylinder heads, the firm would have suffered a heavy loss, and he would have become bankrupt. So he tells Chris that he has tried to save the business for you. And further, he says that he had never imagined that the defective cylinder heads would actually lead to the death of air pilots. Another argument which he gives to save himself, that in wartime everybody was earning money by any means. There was no morality in any but there was no morality. Everybody just want to hoard money. So he was one of them. He says that I am not a Jesus Christ. So he says that if he must go to jail for his dishonest dealing with the government, then half of the population of the country must also go to jail because they are also guilty as he himself. So he tells his son Chris that a man cannot be a Jesus Christ in this world. However, when Chris insists that you are responsible and you should accept your crime, he agrees. And he says that Chris, be ready, and I am ready to accept my crime before court. But he does not go to court, he goes upstairs and shoots himself. Keller shoots himself, thus at the end, Keller's conscience is stirred and he punishes himself for his misdeed. So here Arthur Miller intended Keller's fate to illustrate the disastrous consequences of man's failure to realize his social responsibility. If you fail to realize your social responsibility, definitely the drastic consequences you have to suffer, you have to face. And this man, Joe Keller, he is a good man, he is a loving husband, he is a loving father, but he is unable to calculate that there is a world outside from his family. And there is a quotation, Kate says that there is something bigger than the family to him. To Chris, the alive son, there is something bigger than the family. That means you should not only focus on the family. After family, there is a society, and after society, there is a country. So here there is a morality, and here it is a kind of enlightenment to Joe Keller by his son Chris, that you should understand there is a society, there is a country, and you should not only focus on your family. Yeah, it is quite right that everybody is trying to earn money, everybody is trying to take care of his or her family, but the mean and method should be right. You should not adopt the wrong method and wrong mean to earn money, and you should not do something that may harm or it may create tragedy in others' life. So this is the message Arthur Miller wants to give through this particular play. So all the excellent qualities of Keller fade into insignificance when we realize the enormity of his guilt in having caused through unintentionally, the deaths of a number of promising young men by his foolish and criminal action. Though unintentionally he do that, but it gives a prize that he is the person who is responsible for the killing of 20 pilots, and he accepts his crime at the end of the play and he kills himself. So he wants to convey, Arthur Miller wants to convey that you should not flout your social responsibility, you should not forget your morality. Every time, in whatever the condition is, you should be humble, you should be moral, and the social responsibilities, the familial responsibilities, and whatever the responsibilities you have to accomplish that responsibility through good means, through right means, not a bad means. If you commit crime, definitely you have to suffer, and Joe Keller here suffer. So this is the message, a moral message through this particular play as well as through this particular character he wants to give. Thank you.